2 sandals, and 1 hat. And it's going to be $91.01. All right, so for part A and part B here, we need to figure out what the whole is. We talked about putting the part over the whole and making it equal to the percentage over 100%. And those two ratios are going to be equal to each other. And so for this first one, we have 70 students, and that's equal to 28%. So to get from 28 to 70, I had to multiply it by 2.5. To get from 100 to what the whole is going to be, I multiply it by 2.5. Do the same thing to the top and the bottom of the ratio to get an equivalent ratio. And I find that it's going to be 250 students in the whole school, in the whole middle school. Okay? So I can do the same thing with the next one, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. For the next one, I can set it up the same way as the last one, and it would work, but I'm going to do it differently. So I have $7.35 is the part, is the tip over the whole. The part is equal to 15%. The whole would be 100%. Well, if 15% is $7.35, I can take $7.35 and divide it by 15. When I do that, I've found that it's going to be 49 cents. Well, that means that 1% is equal to 49 cents. To figure out what 100% is, I just have to multiply the 49 cents times 100, which is going to give me $49. For 10, or for this number, for part A and for part B, they give you the part and they give you the whole. So for these, I need to take the part and the whole over the whole, and I need to change it into a percentage. In order to do that, you take the top number, you divide it by the bottom number, and then you multiply it by 100. And then that's going to give me 70%. Then that's how much I paid for the sneakers. The whole price was 100%, and I paid 70%. So I saved 30% of the original price. That's how much it was discounted. For part A, they're giving me the part and the whole again. So they're giving me that it's $10,000 over $200,000. And so his commission is going to be that changed into a percent. So you take 10,000 divided by 200,000 and you multiply that by 100, and that equals 5%. Someone's commission doesn't really change very much. So he's not going to earn a bigger commission. He's not going to get more money as a percentage. So it's not an option for his percent to go up. In order to earn $25,000, he has to sell more houses. He has to sell more money. Okay? So I can set this up as a part to a whole equal to the 5% from part A over 100%. And then to get from 5% to 25,000, I multiply that by 5,000. I do the same thing to the bottom to make an equivalent ratio. And it's going to be $500,000 in sales if he wants to make $25,000. For this one, it is percent of a number. When I take the percent of a number, I turn the percent into a decimal and I multiply it by the number, which I'm doing on the calculator right now, and it's going to be 18. For this one, it is a percent of a number. So I turn the percent into a decimal, I multiply it by the number, and that's going to be equal to how much that is. I'm typing it in right now. You should be noticing that a lot of these problems are similar in how you solve them. To turn a decimal into a percent, I need to move the decimal point 2 spots to the right, or I need to multiply the decimal by 100. If I do that, I find that this is 1.25%. They give me the part, they give me the whole, they tell me what, they ask for what percent are girls. So you take the part, you divide it by the whole, you times it by 100, and that equals the percent. So you take 96 divided by 180, and then you're going to times that by 100, and then that's going to equal your percent. Same thing for this. They give me the part with the kayak, they give me the whole. I take the part, I divide it by the whole, I times it by 100, that equals the percent. Notice how the first one was 53.33333, and it says to round it to the nearest whole percent.